Hi,
Hi,
everybody. I'm Christy,
I'm Michelle.
and we're back here with our podcast, Glow and Flow. Got the tea on the side. See your little nose.
Gucci, night night. You can't be a part of this. Sorry, next time. We'll
I'm-
bring it would be a dog podcast. Go. Night night.
That'd be amazing. I was just asking Michelle because I saw her adorable shirt and asking her if she liked Wicked.
hmm
I love Wicked. Did you? I haven't seen like the play. Have you? Or the musical?
Always.
Oh,
It's where it
really?
started for me. Yeah. I saw it originally with is it what's her name? Dina I can't think of her name.
I have no
The
idea.
original cast I saw and then I saw it 4 or 5 times after that. It's about best friends.
It's amazing.
So I love it.
Yeah, I only saw Ariana Grande and the other girl, the other witch who was I forgot her name, the actress, but dude, she stole the show.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't think there'd be someone more powerful than
The singer.
Ariana as a singer." And then, well,
It was good, and I love the friendship.
yeah,
So
it's pretty
I think
great.
the second one is coming out in November.
Oh, really? You should go see it. Oh, that'd
We'll
be
go
so
see it.
fun.
Yes.
So what are we talking about today, Miss Michelle?
Well, kids went back to school.
Yeah.
How'd it go for you?
Well, I'm kind of lucky that, well, no, I guess I don't have four going back to school. That started last week, Wednesday. So it's been almost a week, right?
Mhm.
And my youngest, Kaya, went into 8th grade and she was super excited. And the first day of school was great. She got up, she had everything prepared, she was early. And I was like, okay, um, this is not normal, but
Set you up.
set me up. Yep. And then I went out of town to take my son college. So his
Mhm.
first day of school. And it was a great experience, so fun. But this morning, I was back to bring Kaya for her second day of school with me because my older daughter took care of her and
Mhm.
it was a tragedy. It was a little bit crazy. Emotions and anxiety and
Mhm. It just
freak outs.
that middle school stuff is horrible. It's been really rough, and I think I crawled to the start line of school. I even went so far as to give the teachers gift cards today.
So, okay, this is how great of a friend Michelle is. So, like a week before school starts, by the way, like maybe more, was like, here's a link to Walmart. Did you know you put in your school and they populate it all into your cart for you? And I was like,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Did you use it?
Yeah, well, no, but I should have. I had just done all of her school supplies with
And that
Kaya,
was a little late, yeah.
like
And
a
middle school, they
day.
don't have so much either. It's not so as
No,
bad.
but the grade schooler, it's a
Yeah.
lot. And um Kaya did it on Walmart and put it in the shopping cart. So it like
So it was
helped me a lot.
easier. Yeah.
But if it would have populated, that would have been amazing.
Yeah.
So that was the
I'm
best
I'm
gift.
I'm t I'm more of the, efficient, it's all about efficiency.
What do
I
you have
just can't.
for?
That, and plus, I just don't wanna give up any more negativity. The
Mm.
kids, their stress about going back to school then becomes my stress, and so if I can do a little bit at a time so that the day of, yeah, there's gonna be stress, like, for example, the bus never came today, so I was scrambling. You were gonna be here at 9, and I was like, I it was, like, the bus was showing that wasn't coming till 8:30, and school starts at 8:20. So, I was like, "I gotta figure something out." So I got her in the car and got her over there and got back in time.
And your ability to pivot, I struggle in that. Like if things aren't going as it's supposed to, like I start to get a little stressed out. Like I have my system and my regimen, and when it gets thrown off, like my child this morning, not being able to find her volleyball sleeve, that I asked her to look for last night, which happens. I understand.
Yeah,
It throws my morning off because now I'm looking for the sleeve instead of feeding the dog and putting on my own clothes.
and feeling the
And
emotion. Yeah, the kids, that's the one thing I'm practicing. I'm practicing whoever I'm with, I realize that I'm like a bucket, and I take all of their stress, and they keep
yeah.
piling on me, and then before you know it, then I'm, you know, not as friendly as I would like to be and as calm. So if they want a calm mom, I've got to put some of that back on their plate.
I heard someone call it as you're either a sponge or a I don't remember the other one. Like, you either absorb everyone's emotions or you, like,
You're a part of giving other people.
push it back.
Oh, there should be 3. Like, there's absorbing everybody's emotions, blocking everybody's emotions, and then there's the person who's giving
Shield.
it.
Oh, like a water.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There are times where I think I've been all 3,
Oh, of course.
but mostly I feel like I'm a sponge.
Yeah, I
I'm
am
working
like
on that.
I definitely I think since you and I have been talking, it's more about if we're gonna create a great experience for these kids, then we've gotta be a part of it. I've spent so many years going, "Are you happy? Was that exciting?" Or, "I can't wait to see their face." Like, the unveiling of some surprise that I've given them, and then they're like, "That's it?" Or
And you're like, "You little"
Right. So now I think, what I'm doing differently is, like, helping them create that magic for themselves and joining in with them instead of having that big disappointment and then feeling like I killed myself, like a birthday. You
Yeah,
ever kill yourself on a birthday? You've got all the great decorations, all the things, you're exhausted, you stayed up all night, you're putting together things, and then the kid wakes up and then it's one big like, they're just exploding with overstimulation,
yeah.
and then you're overstimulated, and you're not enjoying it.
You're not in the
Am
moment.
I the only one?
No.
You done that?
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
yeah. So now
It's all
it's
that's life though, right? Like,
not
"Oh, I
but
made you this breakfast." Like, that's
but now I'm not doing that anymore.
which is good.
Now I'm like, Mila's birthday's coming up, and I'm like, "So, what are you contributing to this?"
Oh,
What's the plan? Because this is what I can do for you, and this is what we're gonna do together, so it's not all me, and then there's no, like, big unveiling, and then it's all on me. Now it's she's a little stressed with me as we're planning it and putting it together, and we're doing it together.
I love that. And
Yeah,
also, like, you know how to, like, honor her. Like, we just talked about birthdays, which is kind of a side note, but how, like, the way I spent my birthdays growing up and the way you spent your birthdays are totally opposite, and then what I want on my birthday probably versus what you want on your birthday is very
yeah,
different.
100%,
And how do
yeah.
we meet somebody where they're at and give them what they want or need?
What do you want for your birthday?
Me? I just like connection. So I wanna be with people, and I want, like, people to spend their time with me.
Aw,
I love
alright, so
that.
you would have liked the get together to
Oh,
be
well, we're
more me.
still gonna do it.
Okay. Like, with more people, like, just I mean, and where I'm more I get it, I'm like,
No.
"I'm so shy." I'm like, "You guys don't have to come out for me." And the whole time I'm like, "Oh, it's so" like, I get over
Stimulated
I
and over
yeah, over it's just it's too much because growing up, I never celebrated birthdays, so
right, and what I like is even with just my kids or even one-on-one,
I
I'm
could
like
do
a
that.
person, yeah,
Yeah.
but if we don't ask them, we don't know. Like, so if you're not working one-on-one with Mila to create it,
Mhm.
you're doing what you would want.
I'm spending way too much money. We're overthinking every gift, and they're just kids. And then you gotta top what you did last year and all that. So that's basically my metaphor for parenting at this point. I'm keeping it chill.
Mm,
I'm doing things that, like are sharing connection,
yep.
and they're a part of it.
I like that, and being a team with them, and a lot that I've learned from you is that they're capable.
Yeah.
So, like, with my daughter freaking out this morning, it was like, "Okay, Christy, like, you're not gonna sponge absorb all this emotion."
Mhm.
I let her know it's okay to have those emotions, but
Mhm.
not okay to beat me up about it, and,
Right.
like, I can't take it that,
Mhm.
and, like, I'm moving myself, I'm going downstairs, and I'm gonna do what I have to do for me, and, like, she came, downstairs, and she looked at me like, "I'm so sorry," and then I hugged her,
Yeah.
"Breathe, now let's
Yeah.
go." Like, you
And the only step that I don't do anymore is make them feel better for their behavior.
mm,
It took me a long time. I would say it took me about 2 or 3 years. It really, really was hard because I was like, "Why am I now hugging them after they just did this?" No, I'm feeling sad and I feel hurt, but now I'm making you feel better. So, like, Devontae especially, he'll come up to me and go, "Do you want a hug?" And I'm like, "I'm not quite ready for a hug yet. Check
oh,
back in with me," because he wants to make it all better.
that's
He
me,
doesn't
though.
like to carry like, he knows he did something wrong, he doesn't wanna carry the guilt anymore, so he wants to give it back to me, and I'm like, Yeah, give me a little bit. I'll come back to that in an hour and then we'll talk. And then we come back and then I'm ready. But sometimes my body and my skin is just not ready after an explosion.
Mm.
And they just want to
Especially
move
if you
past.
sponged it.
I sponged it, and
Right.
it's yeah, and I'm doing that's kind of what I think I'm doing differently as an old parent, where it's like I recognize where the lesson needs to be, and I also recognize that I can still be happy and content and and enjoy my space with somebody who's deregulated.
Now, are your mornings insane here? Like busy, crazy fast? Or
Not
do you
anymore because I've created, well, I had each of my kids create a list of things that were important for them. And so okay, if you're going to take a shower, then what time should you get up? Because there's multiple kids. If you want to make sure you're getting your makeup done, can we create a space that you feel like you can take your time? You're not rushed. So we think it through. And then backpacks have to be at the front door the night before. Fives, I told you,
Yep,
water
this was
bottle,
good.
Chromebook, assignment notebook, folder, and snack, or in sometimes lunch snack. But they have to have that done.
That's a lot prepare and remember
Mhm.
for even us as adults, like, so
For
I
4 of
spoke.
them, so I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah,
And I just now the teachers are on board. I'm like, "Don't believe my child that they didn't have a snack.
because they didn't grab it. Right, right,
It's
right.
on a counter, it's still sitting here. Well, can you bring" "No, I can't." I'm like, "Sorry, they don't give them one either, because maybe that'll help them remember that it's on the counter.
Mm.
That's on you." And so instead of hearing, "Oh, mom, I just was so hungry." I'm like, "Oh, that sounds terrible. Don't do that to yourself again."
Yeah, don't forget your snack on the
I had a
counter.
snack.
I ate great
It
all
was
day.
awesome.
Mm.
Like, I'm sorry.
That's
So
amazing.
sorry for you. But yeah, I think it took me years though. It's a practice to take care of myself, because when I am the sponge and this is only first day and it's going to be like this every day, I want to be available to my kids, because
Right?
otherwise I start wanting to avoid them.
Oh, well, that's the last thing we want, right? Like,
No, we
but
want
we're
to
like,
lean in.
"Ah,"
I'm
right?
like,
Like,
yeah. So,
"You people are crazy." Like, I don't e
mhm,
but I think also I don't know, I'm thinking about it for, like, my Kaya. I was only there the first day, and then Alana was there Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, so 4 of the days.
which
She
is your
was
adult child.
Oh, yeah, my adult daughter was there with her, and she was completely fine, organized, prepared, her
Mm,
outfit's ready, her lunch packed. She did
isn't that
Alana didn't
crazy?
do anything for her,
Uh-huh.
and she was happy and successful, and
Mhm,
then I come home and all of a sudden she's not capable and
mhm,
she's not happy and she's miserable. And so I had the opportunity today to be like, oh,
mhm.
you got
Express how you
this.
felt.
Yeah. And you got this. You're able to,
I
you
believe in
know?
you that you are capable of getting those things done. But
Yeah.
still, as you're talking, I'm thinking, you've been gone, and that might be your way that your daughter's learned how to connect with you. So creating
And to feel
enough
cared for
and
maybe.
maybe, teaching her, you don't have to do all that. If you just need that because that's normal, come tell me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't mind giving the hug because for me, it's like, I wasn't upset at that minute because I was able
Yeah.
to put that boundary, like, which
Yeah.
I'd
She
never
stopped. She
do.
respected your boundary and all that. Yeah.
At that point, she did, like, and so I was able to hug her because I didn't sponge it for, like, the first time, and I was like, "Okay, I got this is amazing." And then I was hopeful the hug would transition her.
Mhm.
It didn't. She
Oh,
was still it did with her treating me badly. It didn't help her feel better. She
oh,
cried all the way to school and all of that, but it's
yeah.
like, I think maybe it'll take 4 days of me doing that,
Yeah. It takes 28 days to change a behavior.
but
It's a
her
behavior.
behavior changed with Alana in no time.
Right, well, you've established something different just like I
Oh,
have
true,
with my
true, true, true.
kids. It takes 28 days that she's learned that nurturing from mom comes from her being helpless.
Right.
And then she gets that that loving, I could just see how cuddly you are. You can show her that you're gonna cuddle her, when she's successful in doing all those things too, and, that's probably gonna be much healthier for her.
Yeah,
I got a hug from my 16-year-old twice this morning.
that's amazing.
He was leaving out the door and he
And
goes
he's a boy.
yeah, and he was going out the door and he's like, he goes, "Mom." And I was like, "He's going in for a hug." And I mean, it wasn't usually it's we call them head hugs. It's like this.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
I
Their
mean,
body is
he gave
detached.
me a hug, and then
Mhm.
he was like, "Okay, one more." I was like,
Well, that would make me
"Dad,
cry.
okay." Yeah, so I felt like that was authentic as opposed to a kid who's just had a bad behavior. I put them in their place. They needed me to console them because my discipline made them sad. They didn't like it.
Mm,
And then I had to console them for the discipline. I felt like he was coming in for a hug because everything was done. He didn't need me for anything except he needed the hug.
yeah, he wanted your connection.
He wanted a connection.
Which is
Yeah.
amazing.
I
Yeah, so I think, like, deciphering when that is, like, if they're, worried you're upset with them and hugging you for that, or
Right.
are they like, "I cannot handle all of this emotion myself, like, I just need a second to breathe and get connected to myself to continue my day?"
There's that hug. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, how do we know? Um, but keeping I think my biggest takeaway is keeping our peace,
Always.
and that is a lot
I
when
keep saying, pay attention. I go, Michelle, pay attention to how you're feeling. Because if you're feeling deregulated and don't feel great and feel shame or anything, your child's feeling that.
yeah.
They're putting it on you because they don't have the words to express it, so I kinda help them navigate it, but that to me does not mean that the child gets to scream at me, it gets to ignore me, gets to belittle me, gets to talk about me. Because yeah, I've girls, 5 girls. Their best weapon sometimes is, complaining about me, um, but without action,
Mm.
so doing the same behavior and then coming together to get d reassured, but hurting. I'm a human being, I'm a mom, and where else will your kid learn about what makes other people feel good but through you? If you're
Mm.
always, like, holding back on how you're feeling to keep the peace with your child, now they're gonna take that into the world and feel like the world needs to keep everything like this for them.
Oh, right, and that doesn't work that way.
I
Mm-mm.
don't know. Does maybe. Does it work? Does the world
Do you think that
pay attention to you and go, "I'm not gonna hurt Christy today." I'm gonna make it all like
I
I'm not
never
gonna
thought about
confront
that.
her. I'm not gonna make her feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna not say anything that's triggering. I'm gonna make it all comfy for her all day long. Is that have you ever had a carefree day?
I don't know. I've never thought
I
of it that way, actually, but I think that
never.
we need to be prepared for those things. So even
Right,
if our days were like that, which would be wonderful,
right.
but if they're not, we need to be prepared
And
and
teach our
know.
kids that, like through us, like, that's not gonna fly. You're gonna have to sit in how you feel, or you're gonna have to sit without your snack. So I guess what I'm hearing myself say through this, which I didn't realize it, was I had to get comfortable with my kids being uncomfortable and not trying to fix it for them,
Yeah,
and having faith that I've taught them enough that they can
and they're capable. Yeah.
stabilize themselves.
Yeah. I feel like that's a lot of our lessons right now, like sending a child to college and being like, "Okay, you got this." In reality, you're like, "Do they got
Do
this?
they
They
got
got
it?
this. I have faith that they got this." Or, every
Or
kid
you're
is different.
remembering all of your experiences at that age and what you wished that you were so scared, and you're
Oh,
like, "I just don't want my child to go through those things. I wanna cushion them from that." But the greatest things about you came from you stumbling or making mistakes
100%.
and then figuring it out for yourself.
Or feeling scared or feeling not capable and then doing
Mhm,
it. And yeah,
mhm. And say, like those encouraging words of leaving your son and going, "Yeah, son, I know you got this, and I believe in you."
yeah, I can't
But
wait to
inside,
watch
you're
it.
like, "Oh my god." But not true in Caden's case. You came home and you were confident. There was no I even checked in with you a couple times, you're like, "I'm good."
I'm
I
really
was so
good.
happy to see him in his place where he's supposed to be. I didn't
Yeah.
see even
No, I
oh,
trust that and also, like you said, the things that they're gonna learn there,
yeah.
they need. I feel like for him, like, he's such a mature for a man at 21, like,
Mhm.
emotionally and, like, those type of things that, like, having real life experiences, like, he's gonna have a lot of different cultural experiences
Yeah.
and the things that he could use
It's
growth in.
filling in all the gaps of what
Yeah.
he didn't learn in his childhood. He needs this. Yeah.
Yeah, and having people from different backgrounds and different experiences, and then learning to coexist and thrive with that. I'm so excited for his journey, and,
Mhm.
like, that outweighs my missing him.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like, a lot of the moms are posting, like, "I'm so sad," and, like, "Oh, my baby," and my whatever, and I'm like, I
But it is only it's only one day now.
that's true.
Let's talk about it.
It's not
Yeah.
even a whole day I left last night,
Yeah.
like
I mean, I have faith in you, Christy. I believe everything you're saying. I do because I've seen you for
valid
you're
point,
a
though.
very strong woman. But yeah, when things get rolling, it's so hard to sit on your hands and be like, should I step in and nope, I've got to just let it unfold. Or
Oh,
I
that's
haven't
true, that'll be
heard
hard.
from him. That's he's or the texting is different than what I'm used to when he's living at home or whatever. Those are the things I hate. I don't like
Yeah,
change,
yeah, I have a hard time with change too,
but I'm sure
especially.
he won't though.
I don't know. I guess that we're in for the journey, but
Okay.
I'm also the mom that will drive my butt there 12 hours and be like, "How come I haven't heard from
And
you?"
I need a fix. I need to spend some time with my sons.
Yeah.
I love
I need
that.
to hug you and I will buy you some food in exchange
Yeah.
for spending your minutes with me. Like, I just need he's a different I feel excited because this is gonna help him grow. Actually, every experience is helping all of our kids grow.
Yeah.
So maybe we're learning that, and this just is a good example of
Oh,
it.
yeah. I hear what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense. And I wish that if I would have done anything different when my son went off to college, I was like, the texting is changing. He seems to be more distant.
Oh,
Why didn't I get in the car and just drive down there? I know it was 3-hour drive, but
no, valid. You can
okay, that
and be like, "Hello, you're still my child. I
I
know you're an
am
adult, but"
that's what I'm gonna do differently. If I feel like if I'm not hearing something from a child or a friend or whatever, I'm not gonna be a stalker, but I will be like,
I could be
"Hey,
a
dinner
mild
on me.
stalker.
Dinner on me, and let's go."
Well, there's something about getting what you need,
Yeah.
and that's also what you're talking about with our kids in the morning. What do we need?
Mhm.
We're always looking at what do they need? What do they need? What do they need? What do they need? And it's like, well, what do I need? I need peace to start my day.
Yeah,
And if I don't have that peace, it affects everybody else I meet the rest of that day.
true.
So I like how I heard you said you prepare in advance. You've taught them all the skills, like,
Mhm.
to do all of that. And I think then it allows you more peace.
Yeah, someone had said to me, a close friend actually said, "Yeah, Michelle, because you're so controlling."
Mm-mm.
And I was like, "You know what? I think that's something that we women have been taught.
Oh,
I think that I'm preparing, and
I don't think
I
you're
know
controlling.
I already know that what my needs are, and that my children are children and do not have the capability to meet my needs."
Nor should they
So
have to.
right. So I am putting things in place because I wanna set my kids up for success, to please me and to meet my needs. And my needs are not to, have these kids scrambling around, having me look for their things. And everybody's like, ha, ha, I can't be the parent I want to be when I'm here.
Right.
I know that I need to prepare ahead of time so I could be the parent that I know that they need. So, in that, like you said, in honoring myself, so I wish that we wouldn't call each other type A personalities and controlling. Why can't I just be a person that likes to set boundaries
Yeah. And prepare.
and prepare
And I'm
for
not the
that?
best at preparing, and I'm working really hard on that. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I love that system. Let's see if we can apply that. Like
Yeah.
and help her be prepared in advance.
I wonder if that appointment was at noon. No, it's at 1. Okay.
Oh, see,
Who oh, that
that's no, that's like for me the same thing. Like, oh shit, was I supposed to do something?
So that's probably a good place for us to stop. Our journey together, we spent a lot of time talking about the same exact things, but in different facets of our life. It's always about setting boundaries and learning how to grow our relationships by developing ourselves and loving on ourselves. And, and then it just naturally, when we know how to accept a compliment and accept a mistake and not be so hard on ourselves, we're good at giving compliments and we're not too hard on other people.
Yes, and kids emulate what we do,
Yeah.
not what we say.
Yeah.
So they're gonna watch us do that and be
Yeah.
like,
Are we
"What?"
teaching them to be busy, stressed out people? Or
I
are
mean,
we
kind
teaching
of
them?
I am. I have to work on that. I'm trying not to.
So that is what I'm doing with you. And for sure.
We're doing great.
Yeah, we're great. We're amazing.
We're growing, and we're hoping that this will help all of you grow
Yes.
and know that your life is normal if your kid is freaking out on you and you're trying to give peace within yourself,
That's right.
and, we support you in that.
Okay. So we will see you next time.
Yes, sounds
And I'm here
amazing.
at Glow and Flow. And we hope that your first week with your kids went just as wonderfully as ours.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. If you liked our podcast, please share it. Have an amazing day.